Einen wunderschönen Mittwochabend, liebe Grazer Eishockey-Freunde. Wir starten heute um eine Stunde später, aber nichtsdestotrotz haben wir einen sehr, sehr interessanten Gast heute, unseren Equipment Manager David Owen. Hi, Dees, how are you doing?
Hey, I'm good, Marty. How are you doing?
I'm fine too. Dees, let's talk about last game against the Black Wings on Sunday. We won 3-1. How do you saw the game?
It was a really good game. I mean, last time we played the Black Wings was in their rink, first weekend of the season, and unfortunately they beat us. They haven't been really good for the last few games. They've been on a losing streak, so we didn't really know what to expect when they came to visit us. But I thought they played a really good game, really solid game, put us to the test. We were 1-0 down, came back and won 3-1, which is obviously great for us. But no, it was a really good game, really fast and really organised. So looking for the same really when we play Klagenfurt on Friday.
Yeah, you already told the next game on Friday, but let's talk about last Sunday. When I come down there to interview the players in during periods, I always see you running around doing things on game day. What exactly are your tasks on a game day? How does your game day usually looks for you?
From like the morning or just from game time.
I mean, if you can tell us something about the morning, it would be great too.
So in the morning, we normally have an optional pre-game skate where a couple of guys will go on. 6 to 10 of the guys that just want to get their legs going. The rest of the team will normally have a stretch. So I just make sure the dressing room is presentable and everything's ready that they should need. Skates are sharp. Then the boys go into a meeting. I sit and drink a coffee for 20 minutes, chat with Peter. Um, then I get once the guys leave, it's when I get busy because I'll do the laundry from whoever skated, get that ready, and then anyone who needs a skate sharpened for a game. I mean, I've got a few guys who sharpen every before every game. Travis and Tony Cameronese, they sharpen every game, so I don't even talk to them about if they need a skate sharpen. I just do it, and then I get the spare steel all ready for the game, all set up the dressing room with the face towels, the socks, and the jerseys. And then I go home, spot a lunch, see my girlfriend for a little. If I've got time, maybe get a nap. And then I normally back in probably 3.5 hours before the game. Turn the fans off, finish setting everything out so it's all straight. Go over to the away team, set up for them, give them their towels, their water, coffee, whatever, so be it. And then I normally try and get 40, 45 minutes on the exercise bike, get a pedal because I'm fat and I got to try and lose a little bit of weight. So I got Bouncy trying to get me go to the gym a lot more. Not a gym fan, but I
Not
need to
not
go.
not his best task. So,
No, it's not. I'd rather sit at home and play Nintendo than I would go to the gym. But
yeah,
I know.
I'm totally with you on this.
So yeah, come around, we'll play Mario Kart. I'm great at it. So and then obviously game starts. As soon as the boys go out for warm up, I run round, pick up all the hangers and things. Boys come off from warm up. I put the gloves on the dryer. Whoever needs gloves. Then the game starts, and once the game starts, it's just a case of being alert, being ready. At the 10-minute mark of every period, I've got a bunch of guys that have two pairs of gloves, and we swap those over so they always have a dry pair, really. Anything that breaks, I throw a guy a new stick or replace a stick, might get one out of the cupboard, have to cut it for a player so they can retape it, set it up in a period break. Hopefully we win. This season's been really good. We've had a lot of W's. After the game, normally within 5 minutes, the boys getting off, the jerseys are in the wash. Food turns up, so I can sit down and eat because there's nothing I can really do until the boys are out of their laundry and everything. Myself and Peter, we clear away the bench, the tape, the bottle holders, the sticks, everything. Peter's a great help to me. I can't say enough about Peter. doing. He does a lot of the little tasks in period breaks, like refill the water bottles and things when I'm busy sharpening a pair of steel or fixing something that's broke, changing a visor. Um, and then once the laundry's in the dryer, I can go home, and then we're normally back on the ice. If we're home Saturday, then we're back. Sorry, home Friday, then we're back on the ice Saturday morning. So Doug will normally give me the lineup Friday night after the game, and I can pretty much set the dressing room up apart from the jerseys. And then that's it. I get home, see my girlfriend, we hang out, have a beer maybe, and go to bed.
Sounds like a pretty busy day. Um,
It's a long one.
yeah, but I think it's on a normal training day. Um, is it similar, or are there any other tasks too?
Um, Training days are normally a little bit more low key. I get a lot more time to chill out. It all depends where we are in the week as well and what we got game wise. So if it's just a normal Tuesday after a weekend, I know the guys are going to be on the ice for at least an hour. They're being pretty early because they normally have workouts or the tests that Peter does, the fitness tests. So everything's 9 times out of 10, most of my work is done before I come in, and all I do is hang the laundry up that was in the dryer and hang the jerseys out for practice that day, turn the fans off. Once they go out on the ice, I just go around the room, pick up the hangers, pick up the tape, restock the tape, and then if I need to, if it's after a gate like a Tuesday, I'll be sorting out the socks that I've left in the dryer for a day or two, and then it all depends what I've got to do. Sometimes I might need to fix something. I might be sending some emails back and forth with our equipment supplier Shanna, which is our Bauer supplier. Um, yeah, and then I could, if I get time, I go on the bike while the boys are in practice. If not, I see Bouncy because he's in getting his getting work done by Peter or rehab. Obi's in. I chill out with Obi, and I just basically tidy up, make sure I try and make my life as easy as possible rather than running around being busy at the end of the day. Just spread it all out, and that's a day-to-day practice, really.
Okay. Anna is asking, what are you doing with the broken sticks? Are they for any use, or are they just coming to the trash?
No, we have a company. A friend of mine, Miha, he makes this hockey stick repair company, and he can repair a broken stick. He can repair a blade and a shaft, and put them together. And if the stick isn't repairable, then he makes things such as barbecue equipment like tongs and different things. And then he also does picture frames, bottle openers. So it all gets recycled. It doesn't just go to the trash. And it's really good that we do something for the environment and make things upcycled, so to speak.
Yeah, that's really cool thing. Maybe we can do an interview with him someday. Um, Hillsire is asking which player uses the lowest and highest flex on their hockey stick, and maybe you can tell us what the flex exactly means. Maybe some of our fans doesn't know that what it is exactly.
Well, the flex is when you shoot the blade, the stick, the bottom of the stick, which is the blade, hits the ice, and then your top hand pulls towards you, and your bottom hand pushes forward, which then obviously it makes the stick curve. And the lower the flex, the more it curves, and the higher the flex, the stiffer it is. It all depends on your weight, where you hold the stick, the type of stick you use. There's so many variables really. The highest flex stick, probably Lindy. I think he's a 112. Although there's Setsi who uses a 105, but he cuts about 6 inches off the thing. So it's just an iron bar with a pizza shovel on the end. It's just the straightest stick you've ever seen with a twist. It's really weird. The lowest flex, it was Modes, but he got new sticks yesterday. So he's gone from a 70 flex, which is basically a rubber band. He's gone up to normal humans flex because I think he got wrists this summer, so he can maybe put some power through them. And he uses an 82 now. But we've got a few guys. Oli Olsing, he's down on 75. Just it just allows you to get quicker shots off really with the snapshots, but with the slap shots they're not so good. So it all depends what kind of player you are.
Okay, another questions from Instagram. Josie is asking if every player has his own special stick, or are there just sticks for which are used by every player,
Um,
or
we
custom
have,
made sticks for
yeah,
any?
yeah. We have a mix. We've got guys out there that have got a full custom stick and a custom curve. To guys who just use off the shelf retail models that you can buy in any hockey store. Um, like Parker, for example, Parker Mackay, he's got just a normal stick. It's Bauer Nexus 2N P92 77 flex. Although today we did change him up and he's going to get an 82 because he wants him a little stiffer. And then you've got Lindy. Lindy uses an extended shaft. He uses a Nexus 8000 shaft, which they stopped making around 6 years ago, I think, roughly. So it's really stiff. You can't buy those in the store. And then he's got a different blade on it that's really stiff too. So Lindy's is one of the more customized sticks because he's a big lump and he can put a lot of force through it. Just trying to think who else has got any really custom sticks. I don't think everyone else is pretty much using a normal curve. You know, we got guys in NHL guys and guys who are on the fringe of going up to NHL, AHL, all sing, and Big Ras. And Ras is just using pretty much an off the shelf stick. He's just got extra grip on it. That's the only thing different. Just goes to show you don't need to be using anything special to be playing in the big leagues.
We already talked about home games. Let's talk about away games. First of all, the travel to the games. What are you doing on long rides? Are you watching TV? Do you sleep, or what is your ritual there?
I mix it up a bit. I'm normally watching a TV show or a movie um, on my Mac, and then it depends how long the trip is. If I or what we did the day before, or there's a lot of variables. Sometimes I won't sleep at all, and I'll just watch TV shows the whole way. Other times I might be on the bus for 10 minutes and then pass out and get woken up by Peter kicking me to tell me we're there. Um, or I'm feeding Jens. Jens doesn't bring his own snacks, so he's always leaning over and stealing my what are the nuts you have here? Knickknacks or something?
Yeah, there are knickknacks, yeah, or
Yeah,
just peanuts or something
I have
like that.
those. So yeah, so Jens is always leaning over and trying to steal those or the popcorn chips that I eat. On the way home, he'd always ask me, "Where's the Oreos?" And I say, "Jens, Oreos are for the way home." So as soon as we get on the bus home, he's like, "Where the hell's the Oreos?" So,
So
or I punch the back of his seat because he snores like a pig, and it makes the whole bus vibrate. So he regularly gets punched in the back of the seat.
So Bouncy is helping you with your weight, and also is Jens by eating your cereals or and your sweets. So
Yeah,
actually, they're just helping you.
yeah.
Um,
But, mm,
when you're in a hotel, with whom are you sleeping in a room, or you have your own room?
I have my own room. All the management staff as such, we all get our own room. Me, Doug, Jens, and Peter, we all get our own room. We don't have to share. Um, I couldn't imagine sharing a room with Jens because it'd be like sleeping with a train driving through the room all the time. Peter's normally doing like press ups and sit ups and things because he's the fittest human in the world, and Doug's probably just fast asleep. So I'm normally on my own. I just watch TV, or if we've gone to say Bolzano or Innsbruck or Dornbirn, then I take the Nintendo and I just play games on my Switch, just whatever really. And then, but it all depends on what time we travel, what time we get there. Sometimes we don't get there till late before a game. We might roll in at 7, so then we eat, go straight to the room, watch TV for an hour, and then I'm tired, so I just go to sleep. But if I was to have to say which guy on the team would I like to share a room with, and which guy wouldn't I want to share a room with, I wouldn't want to share with Bouncy. I've known him too long. I've seen some horrific sights. I don't want to see any more. Uh, he eats some he eats some weird food and it makes some weird smells. Who would I want to share with? Probably Clemens, because I can just tell Clemens to go get me things because he's a young rookie. He has to do what I tell him to do. So like, go to the lobby, go get me a beer. See ya.
That sounds like a good plan for some games. After you sleep in the hotel, you come to the away rink. What are your tasks there? What do you like about the rinks here in Austria? Not only the craft rink, but in the league. Uh,
The I'll be honest, that compared to the UK, you mean? So compared to the UK, pretty much every rink here is more set up for hockey. It was designed for hockey, and it's got we always get a decent sized changing room. There's nowhere we go. It used to be Schneimo, which was a bit of a small room, but there's nowhere we go now that's bad as such. Some rinks like Linz isn't a big room, but it's not bad. Um, Sometimes they're just on the wrong side of the ice, so to speak. So you have to take all the water bottles, the spare steel, the sticks. You have to take them around to the other side of the ice, but that's not a big problem. Um, I mean, the probably the nicest rink in the league this year is Bratislava. We went there last weekend. The World Championships were held there last season,
mhm.
2019, and it was really a well designed rink and really pretty rink, really awesome rink with I don't even know how many fans they could have in there, but it was big, really good.
Um, Normally, some guys from our fans should already know that. You were a hockey player by yourself. When did you start playing hockey, and when did you become a professional hockey player?
I wouldn't really say I was a hockey player or a professional hockey player. I don't know if you use the word here, but I was more of a plug. I was just the British kid that they used to plug a hole, fill a roster. Um, and I was quite a big guy for my age. I started playing when I was 11, I think. I started skating at 7, but I started hockey at 11, and I realized I was big for my age. So I was basically just the goon, and I'd go out and I'd hit people and fight. I was never really a goal scorer or a pretty player. It was just a case of you can skate fast and you can hit, so put the puck in the corner and go get it. And then I first played for Cardiff Devils when I think I was 18. Scored on my debut, pulled my groin, and then got really drunk, and that was the start of it. And then just played for a couple of years. Like I say, never really a big player. Never went out there scored goals, and no one had recognized me or anything like that around town, which was kind of nice. Flew under the radar, but uh, but yeah, I had fun. Got a lot of stories, and and then I left hockey. I had two knee surgeries, shoulder surgery, and went to the real world for a little bit. Didn't like the real world. Got to wear a suit and tie. Money was good. Hours 9 to 5, but just boring. So I came back to hockey around about 7, 8 years ago now.
Did you had any special rituals before a game, or do you have now some rituals, or is it
No,
just work your tasks and prepare for the
just
game?
just turn up, get dressed, play. That's all it is. I mean, I know a lot of guys who've got some rituals and habits and things, and the habits are fine. Rituals for me are not fine because your ritual determines that if I do this, I'm gonna have a good game and I'm gonna win. So then, when you don't have a good game, do you change your ritual? And then you
Yeah.
have to find something else to look for. So no, I don't really have a ritual. I used to be a little bit superstitious and say these were my lucky trainers or something like that, but nothing that really stuck out and say I've got to do this every game.
Okay. Um, what was your dream job as a teenager? Was it always to become like something in ice hockey, or did you ever thought about doing like become a fireman or something like that?
I never really had a dream job. Uh, I don't really know. I still don't know what my dream job is. Like this job's awesome and it's fun. And can I see myself doing it for the rest of my life or till I retire? Yeah, 100%. But I didn't have a dream job. It wasn't anything. I didn't want to be a fireman or a policeman or anything like that. Uh, I just like partying, so I just lived in the moment, went day to day, see what happened, and here I am.
Works out just fine at the moment for you, I think.
I thought,
What would you say are the requirements to be an equipment manager? Would you say there is something which is very important, or
I think it's really important that you play hockey, or you played hockey, I should say. I don't think you can be an equipment guy unless at some stage you've played hockey, um, or grown up around hockey and have that feeling of a dressing room, and you know when to speak, you know when not to speak, you know when you can be funny, you know when you've got to be serious. Um, because I've played, and like I say, I wasn't great, but because I've played, I know what I wanted, so I try and give the players what they want because I know what they want. It's not a case of, well, that's what you're getting. So I try and be as flexible as possible and as helpful as possible and just know what it is. So yeah, I think you just need to play a little bit of hockey and not be a fan. I've met equipment managers before that are just hockey fans, and it doesn't work because they're too busy watching the game than to notice a stick's broken or a player's screaming at you and they need something. And so it's just a knowledge really, an experience.
okay? You told us that you always try to clean up your locker room during practice or during the game. Someone is asking, what was the weirdest thing you ever found in a locker room? Were there any things where you like, oh my gosh, which are not, which are made for kids too, not the really weird stuff?
I found some weird stuff over the years. I found some really weird stuff. A lot of it I can't say because there's kids listening. Um, Found some women's underwear. Found a lot of that. I don't know if players were bringing the wives' underwear in and it got stuck in their pocket, or they got lucky last night and they took a trophy or things. But um, found a lot of kids' toys. Players where they have kids and stuff, and the kid might come into the rink and then leave a toy car or something somewhere. Find really weird things in the washing machine sometimes too. But yeah, I'd say the women's underwear is some weird stuff I found.
Maybe in for the end now. Um, what do you like about Graz so far? I mean, it's your second season here with the 99ers.
Yep.
How great is it for you?
It's a huge city. I walk pretty much everywhere here. I don't really use my car a lot. I go to IKEA if I want to get some meatballs and girlfriend wants to get some stuff for the apartment. We go get our groceries. But if we're in the city, we just hop on the tram, uh, go into the city, walk around. Obviously, you've got Schlossberg in the middle. You can walk up the river. We did that on Monday. Walked up the river with Bamsey and his wife Jade. Um, we walked up the river, up Schlossberg. We watched the sunset. It's pretty awesome. The sunsets here are crazy. I keep putting them on my Instagram because it blows me away.
Yeah, I saw the last Smaugs deck on
Yeah, no
Graz.
filter on that. It was
That
just
was a
insane.
great photo. Yeah.
So I get all that from my balcony. I'm really lucky with my balcony view here, especially New Year's Eve when all the fireworks go off. I just sit on the balcony, grab a whiskey and watch the show. But there's so much to do, and then obviously you've got the lake here, Schwarzelsee, is it?
Yeah, sure. Let's see. Yeah.
So when we come in the summer, Doug gives us a day or two off here, head to Schwarzelsee, big lake, and it's just like being for the Brits. The Brits will understand if there's any Brit people listening that it's like being by the seaside, and it's beautiful there. Um, it, it's just and people are really friendly here. There's just always something to do. There's never a day where I just sit here and go, I've seen everything, I've done it all, I'm bored. Um, and if you do want to travel outside the city, it's nothing's too far away as such. So yeah, I really like Graz. I mean, like I say, I was here last year, I'm here this year, and unfortunately, it's stuck with me for next year too. So yeah, there's still a lot more to discover and things. We go to a nice little Italian restaurant. I took Bouncy there the couple of weeks after he arrived. I forget what it's called, Trattoria, I think, which is
Yeah, I know it. Yeah.
it's like 10 minutes
I
walk.
mean, it's a little hard right now, but when lockdown
Yeah,
is over, hopefully we can enjoy ourselves
well,
much
yeah,
better than now.
2 weeks, and we're allowed to. Hopefully, if everything's back to normal, we can go back to eating out and
Yeah.
doing things and socializing. But it's not too bad with the way things are at the minute on the lockdown, because we can still go to the rink and work. We can still use our team gym, and we can still obviously go out for exercise and things like that. So it's pretty good. I've got no complaints at all.
So let's talk about the next game. We're going to play against Klagenfurt. What do you think will happen in this game?
Well, I think we're going to win. We should be really good against Klagenfurt, actually. We got a lot of players back that were missing last game. I think Modes will be back. Addis will be in. Yeah, everyone's going to be back. I have no idea who's going to be the starting goalie for the weekend or just for the games. But last time we played, Nusi got a shutout against them. So they're going to come in hot, and obviously we're first place team, and I think they're down in fourth or fifth right now.
Yeah.
So they're going to be hungry and chasing us. So it's going to be good. I always like playing Klagenfurt. It's a shame we got no fans, because they always bring a lot of fans, and it's a packed house. The atmosphere is crazy, but I think they're going to come hard, and that's the thing, because we're top of the tree. We've just got to be focused and be ready for them. But I see no reason we won't beat them.
So we all hope that
Yeah.
we will beat them. Yeah, you mentioned it. We don't have any fans at the rink, but for everyone out there, we will have a live stream. You can find all the information on our website. Jetzt auch noch einmal in Deutsch. Am Freitag wird es natürlich wieder einen Livestream geben. Auf unserer Website 99ers.at findet ihr dort alle Informationen, natürlich auch auf allen Social Media Plattformen. Der Stream wird am Freitag um 17:15 Uhr beginnen. Dees, thank you very much for talking to us, for giving us your time. We will see each other on Friday at the rink.
Hopefully
And
so.
I hope you have a great evening. And thank you very much. And see you soon.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Auch an euch alle vielen Dank fürs Zuschauen. Danke für die Fragen. Und bis nächsten Mittwoch. Da gibt es dann vielleicht ein Special wieder. Darüber informieren wir euch in den nächsten Tagen dann auf unseren Social Media Plattformen. In diesem Sinne einen wunderschönen Mittwochabend und bis bald.
Es ist Freitagabend, es ist Hockeytime und Sie sind live dabei. Jetzt steppt hier der Bär im Bunker. Nimmt den Screen und Tor. Was für ein Treffer. Quarantäne-Hockey vom Feind. Wer hier nicht live dabei ist, der ist wirklich selbst schuld.